All right, Temperance being on the bottom of the deck, I want to see what your angels have to say. What do your guardian angels have to tell you today? This found you, it's for you. The only hashtags I use are the ones that I've created for myself. They're all my names. All right, let's see here. If anybody wants a one-on-one reading or a mediumship reading, everything is linked in my bio, in my Etsy link tree. You can find all my services there. All right, what is this message that your ancestors, your angels, your guardians would like you to know? Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. So right now you are still heavy in your grief, and it comes in waves, right? Grief hits you immediately when the person leaves. And then again later when you're just hanging out, doing nothing, it'll hit you. And it hits you in a way of, this is so beautiful. Let me just show you. Okay, so we got the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is heartache, which is loss, which is grief, which is pain that you're transmuting, right? You're trying to go through these emotions and these thoughts and these feelings. And then we've got all of these cards. So we've got the Emperor reverse, the Hangman, and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is all about fighting, trying to just fight to get through to the next step, right? The next phase, the next day, essentially. Whatever you can do to just get up and keep going, but you feel like you are just going through it. Because loss is hard. Grief is hard. It's hard to navigate, which is another one of these messages. It's hard to navigate through a sea of confusion, right? And that's why you've got this Hangman energy. And what I was saying is you could just be hanging out, white butterfly. You could just be hanging out, and then a wave of grief will hit you out of nowhere. And you feel like you just have to consistently, continuously try to get yourself back up to a better, happy feeling. And it's hard sometimes. But your angels want you to know that it's because they're always with you, and they're trying to reach out to you to show you that they are right there beside you. Sitting so firmly, sitting so comfortably, ready to protect you at all costs, ready to fight for you, ready to provide for you. They are limitless now. They are trying to tell you that we can do this 365, 24/7, with our hands tied behind our backs, with one foot tied behind our back, right? With our eyes closed even. Because they are so confident in the connections and the love that you made. With the Three of Swords being on the bottom of the deck, they want you to really focus on this grief, on this loss, but not in a negative sense. They want you to focus on the love that you created. Because the love that you cultivate and create, and the bonds that are created in this lifetime, in this physical world, are unbreakable. There is nothing that anyone can do to break those bonds. Because you have fought for so long, and you've cultivated such a deep, impenetrable connection. That's what love is. Now we've got the Six of Cups reversed. Your ancestors and your guides and your spirit team and your angels, they want you to reach out to them. That's the only thing that is failing at this moment. Everything else is where it needs to be in this moment. And I don't want to say that you're failing, because there's not so much you can't fail if you don't, you can't fail if you don't try, essentially, right? But you also can't succeed. But you also won't know unless you try. And right now, you're so in these emotions that you're not even privy to what you could potentially end up doing with these gifts and with this connection that you've built. Because when I lost my grandmother, my mediumship abilities just kicked into hyperdrive, because I was so incredibly sad at the connection that I physically lost. I'm going to get emotional. But the relationship that we've created, the connection that we had, that love it doesn't end just because she's physically gone. She's limitless now. They're limitless now. The love that you create in this world, it does not end when they physically leave you. That's what they want you to know. They want you to call out to them. They want you to speak to them. The Swords card is all about communication. The thoughts, the way that you speak. It is about how you feel, but in relation to the way that you communicate and to your thoughts. So this is all mind. This is all air. Messages from above. Just because you can't see the air, you know that you need it. You know that you breathe it without even thinking about it. It helps you live. You literally need it to survive. You also need love to survive. So why in the world do you think that it would end just because they're no longer physically on this earth? They've ascended. They are limitless. They are literally looking over you with every bit of protection, strength, guidance, love. But you have to be willing to reach out for it. And as soon as you do, you are going to get it back tenfold. I love you so much. This is such a beautiful message. I know that my grandma is always with me. Always. And this is just another validating sign. The love does not end because they're not here physically. They're limitless. Call on them. Ask them to help you. Be specific. They love you. Just because they're not sitting right next to you does not mean they're not sitting right next to you, because I promise you they are. I love you guys so much. Grief is hard. Give yourselves grace. Allow yourselves to feel what you're feeling and lean into it. Okay? Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. And I promise you, they will show up as soon as you're ready to see it. As soon as you're open to receiving it.